I know we just saw the Denver Nuggets absolutely smoke the Miami Heat, but I still feel like the Heat can win this NBA Finals because there were two things that I saw from the Miami Heat that I really think show that they can and they have what it takes to win this NBA Finals. But first, we need to talk about the Denver Nuggets because they obviously played a historic game today or yesterday, whenever you're watching this. As I'm sure you guys have seen, both Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray both put up 30-point triple-doubles, with Jokic having a 32-point, 10 assists, and 21 rebound game. That's just fucking ridiculous. That is actually ridiculous. And the craziest part too is that a majority of those rebounds came in like the first half, which I feel like were one of the things that killed the Miami Heat, because in the one game that the Miami Heat won, they held the Denver Nuggets to I think 29 rebounds, which obviously is a huge difference to the 58 rebounds that the Denver Nuggets got today. And one of the main reasons why the Miami Heat actually won their game too was because they stopped Jokic from being a passer and made him a scorer, which is a very interesting move if you really look at it. And Eric Spoelstra didn't really seem to think like that was a really good strategy. He said that it was like stupid to the untrained eye or some shit. But you saw that in game 2 where they really held him and really didn't let him do anything but score. But in this game, he gets obviously this insane stat line where he has 20 plus rebounds. I mean, if you're getting out rebounded 58 to 33, you're losing the game. And the craziest part is that the Miami Heat actually had a chance to win this game. Like, they were actually in a solid moment for a little bit, but the rebounds just kept on piling up and gave the Denver Nuggets more opportunities. And obviously, if you give Jokic and Jamal Murray, and in this game, for some fucking reason, Christian Brown, opportunities, they will score and make you pay for it. But the Miami Heat did something really weird, and that was trying to shut down the rest of the role players, like Michael Porter Jr., like KCP. They didn't guard Christian Brown for some reason, but obviously that did not seem to really work out for them. But for the Miami Heat, how can the Miami Heat flip this series around and really make this their series? Well, that is by Jimmy Butler finally stepping up, and that's something that we did see in this game. We saw Jimmy Butler be more aggressive. But not only was he aggressive, he was also very efficient, shooting, I think, 50% from the field on 24 attempts. I mean, he played a lot better in this game than he did in the previous games. Whether or not you want to say that his ankle healed maybe a little bit more or things. I saw something about his dad. I don't know how real that is or how true that is. But maybe that situation got better. We don't know. So I'm honestly expecting a full-blown, like, attack, aggressive Jimmy Butler in game 4. But one player that I also think is really under the radar, someone who has actually been insanely helpful for the Miami Heat, is Bam Adebayo, who has been practically invisible for most of the playoffs. If we are being honest, like, he hasn't been like the Bam Adebayo that we all know. Invisible might be a little bit harsh, but you know what I mean. In this series, he's doing his thing. He's doing his thing. He put up 17 rebounds, which is basically the only rebounder on the entire team. Don't know why everyone else just disappeared, but was also scoring with 22 points. I mean, overall, has been a great player. As long as these other role players can step up around him and they can really lock down defense, I think the Miami Heat can win the series. And the most sad part is that as soon as the third quarter came around, it was over for the Miami Heat. They had like almost a fake little comeback at the end, but either way, it was over for the Miami Heat. I mean, in the third quarter, the Denver Nuggets were looking like the 96 Chicago Bulls. I mean, they were killing it out there. But if you really look at the game, a lot of the role players when it comes to the Miami Heat really didn't do their thing. And it sounds crazy considering that role players on the Miami Heat need to drop like 20 points for them to win. But they didn't do that. You know, Gabe Vincent dropped 7 points today, which is like a game 1 performance that we saw from him. So overall, we'll just see how they do. I feel like they'll be able to take game 4 in Miami. But then again, that could just be me cheering for them. With all that being said, I'm sorry if this video was a little bit weird. It's definitely different than all my other videos. I'm currently on vacation, if you couldn't tell from the hotel room behind me. And I haven't uploaded in around 9 days, which honestly felt terrible. I am so sorry that I haven't been able to make content. It has been killing me. With that being said, I hope you guys all enjoyed this weird video where I talk about a preview for a game that starts in a couple hours. We'll see how it goes, though. We'll see if this ages well, if it ages terribly. Also, hopefully the thumbnail is good in this video because I don't have Photoshop on my laptop. So we'll see how that goes. With that being said, though, I hope you guys all enjoyed. Be sure to like and subscribe. Click the video up on the screen if you did enjoy. And if you're new here, I swear all my videos aren't usually this fucking, like, shit. I swear they're better a lot of the time. Check the video up on the screen if you want to see it. Later.